If you're actively raising capital, visibility is everything. If you're equally as invested as I am in Bitcoin, then a good way to observe where the market is going, what kind of investors are mobilizing funds, and what kind of vehicles are being used to mobilize these funds, then one thing I do personally are track major global event shows around BTC and around crypto. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how you too can do this research at a very bare minimum cost. Let's track together where family offices are investing, what kind of protocols are gaining traction, and which funds and founders are shaping the next wave of Web3. Some of the biggest events that I am tracking for 2025 are Token 2049, Paris Blockchain Week, and few more in the description below. First is let's build a list of key speakers attending the event. There are many ways of doing this. The easiest way is to scrape the website of the event organizer. Now, in this case, what I've done is I created a list for the speakers at Ethereum Denver, speakers list for Digital Assets New York. All I had to do was scrape the name, the designation, and the company from the website. Of course, I used ChatGPT. You can use other AI tools to make it in form of a table. And the next thing that you would need is an extension called LinkedIn Bulk Search. And LinkedIn Bulk Search is very simple. Basically, all you need to do is make sure that in this extension, you're feeding in which column is the name, which column is your designation, and which column is the company. And also let it know which column is your final, where you want it to fill the information that you need. So in this case, I wanted my information to be filled from column E. So that's step number one. Now, the step number two is for us to use LinkedHelper. Now, all I do is copy the names. After the extension auto-populates the LinkedIn URLs of the speakers attending the event. In this case, I'm going to select 20 speakers URLs. Let's copy this and paste it onto the LinkedIn Helper. This is the queue wherein I can paste the URLs. I'm going to import these speakers. And let's go ahead and start the campaign. What it's basically doing is it is acting on behalf of you. It will search the name of the person in the search bar, type a message on behalf of you, and send the connection request. You'll also notice that there's a lot of lag time in between the actions. The reason is because so that LinkedIn should not think that there's a bot trying to automate things, and hence it's trying to mimic human interaction. So that is exactly how I am able to connect with everybody that's important within the Web3 or the fintech industry. Follow the right people, listen quietly, and when something moves, a fundraise, a new LP, an emerging protocol, you will be able to see it. Over time, there's a certain pattern that you will be able to observe and understand who's launching accelerator, who's entering new markets, and which teams are about to break out. You're not aimlessly adding people onto your LinkedIn. Now, if this is helpful, I'll be soon releasing a video for how do you automate connection requests on Twitter, which is also called as X, and how do you automate connection requests on Telegram. Both of these platforms are heavily used by Web3 professionals working in the Web3 space. So until next time, thank you so much for watching.